Hey guys, my name is Alex, and if you cannot tell by the nifty title right there, I am 17 and pregnant, and this is basically going to be about how I found out I was 17 and pregnant. I want to start making weekly videos just so I can have an outlet to talk to. Also, I wanted to document every little bit of my pregnancy. I am starting a little late. I am 28 weeks in my third trimester. Whoop, whoop. But better late than never. So I'm just gonna start right off. So like I said, I am 28 weeks. My name's Alex. I am still with my baby daddy. He is fully supportive in my life and soon to be in the baby's life. So yeah, there is that. Basically, I hate to say it, but I am one of those girls that just say, I just knew I was pregnant, because it really was just like a core feeling in my gut. I just knew I was pregnant. Like, I had the strongest feeling ever, regardless of all the signs, because I feel like my signs weren't really like huge flags. Like, I didn't have nausea, thank God. Or anything like that that really triggered it, besides, you know, obviously missing my period. I was really regular, so that was definitely a telltale. But besides that, I will go into basically the signs. So I was craving tomato soup for a good 2 weeks. And I kid you not when I say 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. It was disgusting, but I ate it every day. It was like so bad. My mom even made a comment and was just like, "What, are you pregnant?" And I was just like, "No. What? Mom, what? Me? No." So yeah. Besides that, I was really lightheaded, to the point of like where I stood up, if I didn't grab onto something, I was going down. It was bad. So also, I was really tired, like really, really tired. Like, I think I slept my entire first trimester away, and those are definite signs of pregnancy. It kind of threw me off because I was having menstrual cramps beforehand, so I was just like, am I gonna start my period or... But it turns out that is also a sign. It's your uterus growing. Fun. So yeah, those are kind of like the signs that I had. I mean, like, I was so positive that I was pregnant. Like, I wasn't even wearing like my ugly underwear. You know, like when you about ready to start your period, you wear your ugly underwear so you don't ruin the pretty ones. No, I was wearing my pretty ones still. I wasn't wearing a pad. No tampon, nada. So I just really just had a feeling that I was. So I told my boyfriend, obviously right away, that I thought I was pregnant. But when the mark came to about like 5 days late, I thought it was time to test. And he didn't really think so. He was like, you know, like, let's just wait it out. You know, obviously you're going to get your period and we'll know if you're pregnant or not. And I was like, no, I need a test, because I just wanted to know. I think that's perfectly normal just to want to know if you are with child. So, I ended up talking to him that night. He was over. We were just Netflix and chilling. Not really. We were really just watching Netflix. But I told him, ooh, baby kick. Hey, baby. So, sorry. I told him, no, like, we need to go tonight. I want to know. So we walked down to the grocery store, which isn't too far away. It's like maybe like a 30-minute walk. And we went there just to get the pregnancy test. I didn't want to go to a gas station, which was closer, just because I didn't want to test at a gas station. Not that a grocery store is much better, but I didn't want to go to a gas station. So we went to Albertsons, and, you know, we were talking obviously the entire way of like, oh my God, what if you are? What if you aren't? All of that. And so I was so embarrassed to even go into the aisle. I didn't even go down the aisle, but I didn't want him to get the wrong pregnancy test because I did a lot of research beforehand on like what is the most accurate and all of that fun jazz. So like I literally walked past the aisle and I like pointed to first response. I was like, and I just kept walking, and I went to the bathroom and kind of like hid out there, and he was to buy it and meet me at the bathroom, give me the test, and you know, so on and so on. So we did just that. You know, the knock came at the door, and I was like, oh my god, this is it, like I'm gonna find out if I'm pregnant. So you know, I'm like, I open up the door. And it was maintenance. They wanted to clean the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of using it. So they were like, yeah, that's fine. So, you know, I wait longer, and then 5 minutes later, knock, knock, knock. I'm like, this is it. This is it. So I open up the door, and it's maintenance again. And I'm just like, hey, still using the restroom. It was kind of embarrassing because, you know, they obviously thought I was probably taking a shit or something. Little did they know I was getting some life-changing news. So finally the third knock was him. I don't know what took his ass so long, but that was like the long, like I swear it felt like I waited an hour. I know it obviously wasn't an hour. It doesn't take that long to wait in line, but it definitely felt that way. So I finally got the stick. I did my business. I peed on it, and almost right away the positive line just came, and I just looked at it, and I was just like, whoa, like, there's a child in me. Pretty trippy information to get. So I just looked at it, and a big smile came across my face, because by that time I had already came to the conclusion, like, you know, obviously we can do this if that is the outcome. So it's not the worst possible thing in the world. So I just kind of took it in, and yeah, I grabbed the stick, put it back in the bag, and right when I walked outside the bathroom, he was over there by the naked drinks, picking out a naked drink for me, and I just looked at him, and I guess my face kind of gave it away. I don't know what my face was doing, but it just gave it away, and he, you know, got a smile on his face. He wide open arm and came over to me, kissed me on the forehead, and told me that we could do it. Like, I'm telling you, I didn't even say the words, I'm pregnant. Like, he just knew. So we walked outside because I didn't want anybody, I don't know, I was just so scared. Like, I was gonna be like, I was like, they knew you bought a pregnancy test. I don't want to be around you because I don't want them to think that I was the hoe that you bought the pregnancy test for. Like, I was so embarrassed. Like, I cannot, like, obviously I'm over that now because I'm sporting a big belly. You can't really hide that. But I was just so embarrassed in the beginning. So we walked out, and we basically walked around for 2 hours. It didn't take 2 hours to go home. We were just walking around talking about, like, what our plan was going to be, how we were going to do this. At the time, we both didn't have jobs. We didn't have a car. We didn't have a license. We were still living under our parents' roof. Obviously, we were not adults yet. So it was pretty scary. It definitely, like, wasn't planned or anything. We were using protection. I don't know what else to say. Like, it was just really scary. So we talked that all out, and we ended up going home. So when I went home, I of course wanted to tell my mom, because I think the best thing to do is to tell your parents as soon as possible, because it helps tremendously. I couldn't tell her because we were in like a 3-day fight, which isn't it's pretty odd for me and my mom because we're really close. So we were in a really big argument though, and I didn't want this to be how she found out. Like, I didn't want her mad at me, obviously, while I was telling her, which is going to make her more upset. So I wanted to wait until we were on good terms, and that is for another day, on how I told my parents, which includes my mom, my dad, and my grandma, and then of course how Patrick told his parents, and how we told our friends, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that is how I found out that I was 17 and pregnant. If you liked this video, go ahead and like it. If you want to subscribe, go ahead, subscribe, do your comments, do whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I am sorry for being in my pajamas, but I'm pregnant, and that is basically all you wear because comfort is a necessity because you're so uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm gonna end it off with thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.